Hey, what is up, team? We are here for the full breakdown of today's workout. I have Coach Amanda with me again today. We've got a fun one for you, a couple skills mixed in, maybe a new thing. If you've never done man makers before, we're going to be going over that a little bit later, but let's warm up. We are going to do 3 rounds of 20 lateral shuffles to a cone. If you don't have cones, we're just improvising with some dumbbells. So what we want to do is set up here, set up a good lateral distance. It gets you a few steps into your lateral shuffle, and then we're going to be basically touching the floor. So Amanda's going to go ahead and start moving here so you can see what I'm talking about. So she is not crossing her feet. She's just doing a lateral shuffle. And when she goes to the right, she's touching the floor with her right hand. And when she hits the left side, she hits with her left hand. So you don't need to cross over your hands. And again, we are not crossing over your feet. So we're going to do 20 total of those. That's good right there, Amanda. And then we're going to do 10 scarecrows to start warming up these shoulders. So we will show this both from the front and from the side. But we want to maintain a nice straight line through that upper arm bone. And then 90-degree elbows and get as much internal and external rotation as we can. You could do this against a wall if you guys are partial to doing these on a wall, but you don't need to by any means. So 3 rounds, 20 total lateral shuffle touches, and 10 scarecrows. Then we are going to move into 3 rounds of a 30-second handstand hold. So for most of us, we aren't all that tempted to kick up against a wall at home and send our heel through the drywall. So what we're going to do today is demo the bench or box version. So Amanda had her feet up on the bench and she walked her hands in nice and close. What we want to get is this straight line. So we've got hips above shoulders, above wrists, and we're going to hang out there for 30 seconds. Now, if you want to kick up on a wall at home or something, that is up to you. So feel free to work on that. That's good, Amanda, right there. So 30-second inverted hold of some kind. Then we're going to do 10 hip raises. So this is a good little core move. So we're going to lay down on your back, put your palms down. They can be either under your butt or beside your butt. Legs are held straight up above your hips. So ideally we want straight legs here, and we're just elevating the leg structure. So we don't want the legs moving much front to back. We want them mostly just moving straight up and down, and then control that descent as well. So we're going to go 10 hip raises, and then we're going to pop up for 5 wall facing squats. So we do want to use a wall for this one. We're going to demo this without that just so we don't have to move this camera around too much. So we're going to assume that she is facing a wall just in front of her. Okay. Now the closer you are to the wall, the harder this drill is. So we're going to take your normal squat stance. Arms are extended above you, no wider than shoulder width, really straight arms. And we're going to send your hips back and down while your knees stay out, chest and arms stay up. So you can imagine that if that wall was here, she would be avoiding the wall. So we do not want to touch the wall. We want to stay behind the wall, but work our way closer to the wall as close as you possibly can and maintain that technique. These may be a little slower than your normal air squat because you're fighting for that upright position. That's a good thing. That is okay. Feel free to move really slow and pause as needed. Okay, so 3 rounds, 30-second handstand hold, 10 hip raises on the ground, and 5 wall facing squats. Next up, we are going to go over a move called a man maker. Now, if you were with us last week and you did some devil's press, do not confuse the devil's press and this. There are some different standards, but they might kind of sort of look similar. There's a blend of moves going on here. So we need a pair of dumbbells. We are going to start on the floor at the top of a push-up. So hands are on the dumbbells. We're at the top of a push-up. And I'm going to be calling out the movement sequence as Amanda does this. So step 1, starting from here, step 1 is a push-up, an actual push-up. And then we're going to do a right row, left row. Then we're going to hop forward and do a squat clean. So we do need to squat and thruster. Boom. And then we're back to the floor for step 1. So we jump back or step back to the top of your push-up. So push-up, row right, row left, jump forward to a squat clean to thruster. So notice she is passing through a full squat and then pressing those things all the way overhead. So that is a man maker. That whole sequence of movements is 1 rep. So for strength, what I want you guys doing today is 5 rounds of 8 man makers and then 15 bicep curls. So Amanda's going to use some dumbbells. Obviously, if you have a barbell or something different, you can use that for the bicep curl as well. So we want just a stable upper arm here. I would recommend palms forward, but if you want to do some different grip variations, that is cool as well. Cool. Thank you, Amanda. So that is for quality and for strength. I am not looking for those man makers to be done all that quickly for time like a Metcon. So don't get sucked into doing them too fast where you make mistakes and skip movements and maybe don't hit the squat standard or something weird like that. So after that, take a breather, and then we're going to turn on some music. We're going to play the Bring Sally Up song, which is actually known as Flowers. The name of the song is Flowers by MOBY. So that's what you guys need to look up at home. We aren't going to play it here on the video because I think this whole video will then be muted and everything I've been saying will be lost. So I cannot play it for us here due to copyright issues. But the idea behind the Bring Sally Up workout is we're going to do this to push-ups, guys. So as the lyrics, and they actually don't say this, we won't get into that right now, but as the lyrics say bring Sally up, bring Sally down, we're going to follow that with our push-up action. So when it says bring Sally down, we're going to go down and hang out in the bottom of a push-up. So she's in a low hover position, elbows in, nice straight plank. We are off the ground, but barely. And then it says bring Sally up, and we press out of that. And then it says bring Sally down right away. So most of the song, we are in the down position, bring Sally up. Boom, we press out, and we continue. That's good right there, Amanda. That's good rest, girl. Nice. So we're going to see how many push-ups we can get through out of the whole bring Sally up song. Now, if you start to fail, or when you start to fail completely, I recommend just sitting out a cycle or two of the lyrics, shaking out your arms. That way when you come back in, you're actually good for some more repetition. If we just try to battle it out the whole way, we're just a big sloppy mess through the entire duration of the song. So we want to kind of minimize that. Obviously, any push-up standard is fair game, so going from the knees or the toes is fair game. Knees is obviously going to be easier. So cash out hard with that Bring Sally Up push-up routine. Thank you again, Amanda, for the demos. We will see you guys next time.